Hey, welcome to the Intentional Mind Podcast. I'm your host, Ange Barnard. And in today's episode, I wanted to share with you a quick story of how someone I love went from feeling very frustrated about what was going on in their career to landing a job that they're so excited about. And it happened so quickly. And the reason I bring this up is because I just got done talking to another one of my clients, and we were just celebrating the fact that, wow, would you ever imagine that this would happen as fast as it did? You know, like we did not see this coming. We got clear on your vision, but we didn't know it could happen this fast. And at times, if we're being honest, we doubted that it could happen this fast. And this is when we need that reminder that God is in control. And time isn't a thing to God. Things can happen so quickly. So I think for a lot of us that are in positions where we feel really frustrated, we think that a lot has to change and it's going to take a long time, right? And I just want to remind you, don't forget how God works, you know? So this quick story for you is a while ago, I want to say a couple weeks ago, my sister had expressed to me how overwhelmed and stressed out she was with her career. And she's like, I don't want to keep doing this because it's like, I don't want to live my life like this. I'm burnt out. I'm tired every day. It's like, I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. And long story short, just to sum it up, my sister is a nurse and she works in an environment that is extremely busy. And there's not a lot of what most people would think of as work-life balance. People are overworked. They're quitting left and right. You know, that stuff is happening and you're not able to serve the patients in the best way that you can, you know, but even if you're not in the medical field and you're in another field, you may also feel like that. Like your quality of work just suffers because you're trying to juggle so many balls, or you feel like you're not really connected to your work. So you're just always feeling drained. You feel that catabolic energy showing up. I think we all can say that we've been there at some point in our lives. And the reason why I wanted to share the story with you is this was about 2 weeks ago that my sister said this to me. And I said to her, well, okay, so what do you want to happen? What would you actually want to be doing? And we've done a lot of clarity work with her. So it's not her first rodeo. This is my sister. So, you know, we're talking about this stuff on the regular. And so she brought up her vision again. And I said, okay, well, then go after it. And she's like, well, I've been applying for different roles, but, you know, there's so many applicants. And I just heard this from someone else at a barbecue where they were like, there's just so many applicants and, you know, it's hard for me to stand out. And it's like, you don't stand out by doing the things that everybody else is doing. No, we intentionally design our life. We don't wait for life to happen to us. We don't wait for the job to get posted. So then we'll start applying. It's like if you decided that you desire some kind of opportunity, then you're going to be curious. You're going to get creative. You're going to look at different opportunities to stand out. Like that is the path. Like that's what we do. And that's what my clients do is like we don't take usually the traditional path. And if we do, we're going to switch some things up a bit and we're going to create some cool opportunities for ourselves by the way we go through that path. So anyways, so I told her, I was like, okay, so you're interested in these kinds of roles, then talk to people, like reach out to them. So she did. And very quickly, this place she wanted to work at didn't have an opportunity posted, but she ended up calling them and they asked her to come in and they gave her an opportunity in a matter of days, like within less than a week. And we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. You know, so this is the thing. A lot of us think, like I said, that things are going to take forever for our life to change. And it doesn't have to. But, the enemy wants you to believe that it's going to take forever. And it just matters. What needs to happen is a shift, an energetic shift. Instead of letting life happen to you, like many of us are doing, it's like, oh, this sucks, right? You're staying in those low energy states. And I've been there and I go there often. And I need that reminder. This is why I'm giving you this episode, is I need that reminder that anything is possible and it can happen anytime when I shift my energy, when I go back to believing as so. Because if I don't believe that anything is possible and it can happen quickly, then I don't show up that way. I don't act that way. Then my energy doesn't align with that. So when I was talking to my sister about this, I was talking about like, okay, anything is possible, right? Like if you believed that you could get that job that you wanted, what would you do? You'd already be talking to those people, right? You'd feel more peace. You would know it's coming. You would trust it, just like you order something on Amazon and you know it's getting delivered, right? You're coming from that energetic place. And that person is also bold, okay? So they go after the life that they want versus waiting. So that's what she did. She was bold. And then she ended up getting that opportunity because that being bold, being courageous, being curious, those are higher energetic states. And I'm telling you, when you get yourself to think that way, opportunities that align with that kind of thinking show up in your life, and it happens very quickly because it's not a time thing. It's an energy thing. And that's what my clients are doing. And that's why earlier I was celebrating with my client how quickly her life has changed. And it's just like how she feels so much better and just the amazing opportunities that came into her life that most would be like, what? This is insane. How did that happen? Because it was an energy shift. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that. Okay, so I want to really quickly share a quote with you. This is from Proverbs 28:1. It says, "The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion." The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Okay, so it says here, the righteous are bold because they know that God is for them and what they have to say is important. I just wonder for you, if you know that everything is happening for you because God is for you, period, non-negotiable, I always say that, then how would you show up? Wouldn't you be more bold in your life? Wouldn't you know that your worth doesn't come from anyone else? That means if you're going to reach out to someone for an opportunity and they reject you or whatever it is, who cares? Because you know your worth doesn't come from them. You know where your worth comes from. So you show up differently. You're more bold. And I just feel like we're being called right now to be more bold than we've ever been. So I think this is your reminder. I know. This is your reminder to be more bold when it comes to living the life that you want to live versus just thinking like, this is just how it is. No, everything is happening for you. That means even the situation that you're in right now that you might not like, that is happening for you. And you're just getting called to be a little more bold than you've ever been and show up as if you believe everything is happening for you, as if you believe everything is possible, like you did when you were little. You believed that, right? And then what happened? The world told you differently, but God is the same God that he always was, Okay, so that's a quick episode for you. I just had to share. I'll be back on soon. I got a meeting right now, so I'm going to pop off. And I also want to say thank you all so much for leaving podcast reviews, for just sending me love. We exceeded 100,000 downloads, thousands of episodes ago. And I'm so freaking grateful. I'm so proud of my old self for showing up. And I want you to be living that kind of life where your future self is going to look back and they're going to be like, I'm so proud of you for showing up, being bold and going after it and believing that anything is possible for you. All right. Have a blessed day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.